This is May 16th, about 12:30 I think, or almost 1. I'm setting up the camper at County Bridge State Park. It hauled good with the new tires on it, and I had to, it's lower so I have to set it up and level it different, but it seems to be level now. Just an update. It's like 5 to 10 on May 17th, 2016. I'm at the camp area. I've got everything up. I've got my solar out. It looks a little cloudy today, but everything's out and everything's up. I'll take a picture now. I had to go back home last night and get another food run. Satellite's up. The solar panels are out. The voltage is at 13.4. The sun's out. Little cloudy, colder, overcast day. Oh man, they ain't got no power. It's all already topped off. Don't know what that moron up there in New York State's talking about. He's a moron, you know. He's got all these Bedini things and all this. I've got 6-year-old batteries that are still working. You know, to me it sounds like they got mental problems, or they're sucking people off of money. You know, I got 230 watts of mono panels, 90 watts of Harbor Freight panels, and I have 13.4 by 10 a.m. in the morning. What's wrong with that? And it's overcast. Update. Camping trip. County Bridge. May 17th. I came on the 16th. I set up at night, didn't go to bed till 1. Update. Yeah, I put out my awning last night. I figure it's about 3:30. I figured I fixed my tail lights, my clearance lights. The power's up to 12.9. Everything's off except the fridge in the place. I figured I'd just let the generator cool down. The camper seems to winter good. I run the heater last night. Got it to like 70, 69 in there. I fixed these 3 clearance lights on the back. It was a ground fault somewhere. So all the lights work, everything works. I'm ready to go camping again. You know, but like I said, I bought the tires, put the yellow tires on, and did all that, and they're like, well, the camper only sells for a couple $100. I said, well, then why'd I spend $160 on tires? You know, or close to not 200. You know, getting them all on and all balanced and everything. But you know what? They'd rather sell their camper for $100 and blow the money anyhow. Oh, it's time to light the fire. I'm gonna have just a few fires, like 2 this week for the 6-day stay. I said I don't feel like doing too much. I'm supposed to rest and relax. It'll get going here in a little bit. Rest and relax, going to the middle of nowhere and fishing, right? Once it gets going, I'll turn it back on. Yeah, here we are. It's starting to go. I can smell it finally. It's 5 to 4, according to my trusty watch. If it's anything like my alarm clocks, one has off where the on is on the other clock, and the other clock I set to PM to wake up at AM. That don't work. So I'm about to just get me a gentle bend that you wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, you take it and you wind it and it goes dong, dong, dong. I don't know, all of the stuff that I had when I was growing up, it's all gone anyhow. All my toys, all my alarm clocks, everything's gone. All this newfangled digital stuff. I got watched part of wrestling last night. Adjusted the satellite today. It was moved different. I think the type goes by the type of shoes I use setting it up. Just going now. Yeah, well, the problem is with the satellite is it's got to be level. It's got to be in the right area, pointing at the right direction, and you have to at least get 90 or whatever on the 101. But the problem is it's not just the 101 with this satellite. It takes 99.3 or 99.5 or something, and it takes 2 of them, 2 103s, and 1 101. All of the satellites, and it basically I get almost all the shows I do at home except when it storms. But last night I watched wrestling from like 9:30 on, and then at like 10 o'clock I watched, or 11, I watched, what was it? The street racing guys. The one that says, if we want to be dumbasses, don't do what we do. That one. You know, on this art. Like street racing's illegal, don't do it or whatever. Well, the one guy blew up his car last night. The other guy, done some stuff. The one guy that Daddy Dave borrowed the car and got all the way to second place in the cash days, right, with the Corvette. But he burned that thing up too. So the 55 didn't make it, didn't run fast enough. The 55, the red 55 or whatever with the blower and all that on it, it didn't run fast enough. The other car, Mom's Nova or whatever, that thing blew right down through there and took 10 away. Then at the end, it was a pedal fest because they had too much power for the road, and the one guy won. But I don't know. I think it's all just hilarious to watch how they do this. Then it's just an update. That's going good now. I'm gonna put some more on, and I'm gonna rest for a little bit. Maybe I'll put some chicken on or some pork, I think. I have to get out the grill. I think I put too big of stuff on too quick. I should have probably been putting on the smaller ones. I put 3 smaller ones on top. Maybe they'll take off. update. Yeah, it started going again, so I figured I'd start her back up. Yeah, I also have my hammock with me too, but if it turns out nice, I'll hang that up and hang around for a little bit. It's Tuesday, 17th. There's that got it out. You morons can go to hell for all I care. Well, she'll get kicked out of here. I said, well, that's not my problem. Last time I cut her grass, I didn't get paid. I said, I've had about enough of this horse shit. These morons come back, they can do something other than have their head for that. It's going good now. Talking about my neighbors, they think everything's free. They think they could just hand out stuff and just do it for free, including cutting the lawn. Oh, last time I'm still not fully recovered from it. And that was like 11 months ago. He left in June. And he came back like the end of April. Or March. He was gone for 10 months. Then they complained because I took a vacation for 3 days. You know what I felt like telling them? I'm not your slave. I told him when I got this car, I told him I was going to start camping, I was going to start fishing, I was going to start hunting and doing what I wanted to do. And they sort of forgot that that's what the plan was. Well, guess what? I'm camping. And the wood was about the most expensive thing I bought. The wood and the $12 in gas, $4 for the generator because my 2-gallon can wasn't full, and $5 or $6 for the car. Well, I don't know, it's like $2.50 a gallon now, and 4 gallons for the car to go over and get my pork and a loaf of bread, and what else did I get? Pork, loaf of bread, 2 battery chargers because one of the battery chargers burned up. But that's why I didn't have that much video yesterday when I got here. I hadn't set up yet. It takes me like almost a good day to set up with everything I got. This morning I set up the solar panels and put them out and made sure they worked, and it started getting overcast and looking nasty out. It's still not all that sunny. I mean, I have enough solar panels to work in the nasty weather to have them like at 13.5 in like an hour. So I have enough power to run my fridge and keep the lights on. You just have to have a campfire at night and go rest up, you know. I mean, if you have very little power, you have to adjust to it. That's the way that it's worded. All these guys on this Baker show, oh, the power's gonna go out, there's an EMP, you can't live out in the middle of a campground off this and have satellite and be warm. Well, last night it was probably 40 out here. And you know how I was? I was so warm I was throwing the covers off my trailer because I'd re-insulated the back wall. So the back wall's cold, the room's cold, but the living room, the kitchen area, and all that, it'll stay about 65, 70 all the time with the heater. Literally, I put plastic up over the windows. I slept with the window open last night. my heater runs off a 12 volt. It doesn't run off 110, so when I'm sleeping, the heater's running. The generator don't have to run. I just run it off the 12 volt solar pack. That way, if people ask, as the one guy asked about the satellite there last night, he says, I can't believe that. I said, well, it works. This is the only site it does, so I said, I come here when I can get out and get away, and I'm just resting. Drinking coffee, making my old coffee with a strainer. It looks like tar. Tastes about like tar. I put on 3 more. That's just all that I'm gonna burn today. Oh. One board's got feathered inside. It didn't cut quite good enough when they split them. It's boughten wood, it's killed dried, it'll burn right up. I put on 4 instead of 3. I figure I'll just have a campfire and rest for a little bit. Do some labor. Fire update. I'm gonna just let this go for a little bit and then shut it off. Just rest. It's 4:15. I'm gonna watch my shows and do everything tonight. I got the computer running. I did the Jim Baker show this morning. I did the guy through the Bible. I did the guy from BYU that drives a bike all over. He went to Nantucket or somewhere today. Then this afternoon I did one that said the end of oil. The lack of resources in the people. They're running out of oil and stuff to have for people, and the oil wells are rescinding, and they're not putting out all the oil they should be, and we've just been having people grow and all that. And it's time they realize that this old planet's just about done giving off. We're gonna find out when the dollar dies what happens. Well, what would happen if the oil would quit? You know, we're gonna have to use what? Wood gas to drive all over, alcohol, live off of solar. About 1% of everything solar provides 1% of power. I still have to use a 1,000-watt generator, but I'm using that to charge the batteries, and then certain things will only run off it. Fire update.